Lord have mercy. My post about Snoop got everybody turned on their head. I made a 15-second video on TikTok telling Snoop next time he can just say no to a white Christmas, and over 437,000 people over 3 days knew exactly what I meant. So I guess I'm a real influencer now. So y'all, let's break this down. We're going to talk about the performance. We're going to talk about the optics of the performance. And then we got to break down why there's so much pushback from Snoop doing this NFL halftime Christmas performance 2025. Now, I'm not questioning whether Snoop needed the money, and I'm not at all suggesting that Snoop is not allowed to grow and evolve. I just want to know what happens when hip-hop becomes optional and the culture is only useful to you when it's convenient. Testing, and testing. 1, 2, 3. Now, my TikTok post was very simple. I looked straight at the camera and I said these words.
Snoop.
Come on, Snoop. Next time you have choices.
Say no the next time. Just say no.
Just say no. But the response was loud and clear, and overwhelmingly people got it. My inbox was flooded, and surprisingly, the first 1,000 or so hits, there were Snoop defenders, there were Snoop apologists, there were people who were dragging Snoop, there were your usual OVO haters acting like critique equals hate, and there were lots of people asking me why did I even care. But here's the thing, people don't usually react like that unless something was sitting with them already. And this conversation is not about one performance. It's about a common theme in the pattern that Snoop has been creating. When does rap artists crossover stop looking like evolution and starts feeling like abandonment to the culture? Because at some point, the optics start to matter more than the excuses. Now let's talk about the people who responded in the comments. Because y'all know this is not about one halftime show. It's about the NFL performance, the tech elite circles he's traveling in, the Olympics, the Trump adjacent spaces, the Elon Musk invites, and just the comfortability of this corporate life he's starting to lead. And it feels like he's trying to sell his cultural cachet. And let me be clear, Snoop has never said he supports Trump. But that's part of the problem, because you seem to get all of the accolades without any obligation or consequences. So first, let's talk about the NFL performance. Was it terrible? No. Was it offensive? No. Was it messy? No. The performance was safe, clean, and polished. I mean, it was perfectly made for a general American audience. And the most important point to make was none of the artists that joined him were real hip-hop artists. And for a lot of people, there was no edge, no risk, and no cultural grounding. And that's the exact point, because Snoop didn't become Snoop by being safe. Snoop became Snoop by being rooted in hip-hop culture. Now listen, neighbors, sure you can mature, evolve, and cross over. But when the performance removes everything that made you relevant in the first place, then people start to notice. And no, the performance wasn't bad, it just wasn't rooted in hip-hop culture. And that's where the discomfort starts. And in Black culture, optics are a big part of our language. Who you show up with, who you stand next to, what you normalize, and what you fail to question. And when the actions keep stacking up, people stop making excuses for you, and they stop giving you the benefit of the doubt. Especially when the same artist who once criticized Trump now feels super comfortable in this orbit. That kind of shift doesn't go unnoticed. And when the evidence keeps stacking up, fans stop giving you grace. Now lastly, let's deal with the pushback, because a lot of this pushback is fair. Yeah, he bought Death Row. Yeah, he released a rap album this year. Yeah, he signed rap artists. His legacy up to now was solid. All of this is true, but just because you own a rap record label doesn't mean you're still adjacent and aligned with the culture. That just because he thinks his legacy is solid doesn't mean he's beyond critique. It lends to the question, who is the person who corrects the corrector, and who is the person that's calling foul? You see, I don't want to lose my faith in my people like Snoop. These are people I grew up with. Get in the comments and let me know how y'all feel about this. And like myself, even though I'm so far removed in my life away from the struggle that defined me and my experiences, I'm still adjacent to the people and the things they care about in the scope of America and where we fit into this Black American picture and what appears to be an environment of division that's pushed by the company that Snoop is aligning himself with. And our real question today is not whether Snoop can do these gigs, it's whether or not hip-hop is still part of the conversation. I need y'all's help because I love Snoop and I don't want to dislike Snoop and I don't want his legacy and my experience with him devalued in my brain. Y'all help me get over this hump. What are y'all's thoughts about Snoop's new alignment, where he's going, and is there any way he can make this right? And don't forget, in everything you do, keep it hip hop. Thanks for stopping back by the house. I went viral.